Hello to friends and welcome to my channel. In this video I would like to share you unboxing a first look of a new Twosun knife that I recently purchased. So it has been a while since I got any Twosun knives. While I did took a little bit of a hiatus from this brand, they since then released a couple of micarta versions that I was not particularly thrilled about, just because the micarta they are using nowadays, but I definitely wanted to check them out, so I got two of them, and usually my go-to place is eBay because there they have an outlet where you can bid on them, and sometimes you can get it at a really nice price. So let me show you what's inside the box. We have just the old standard Twosun size packaging for the folders, of course, and inside we have two baggies, plastic baggies, and this is because they still did not learn. I always leave them feedbacks, always tell them do not oil up completely the knife. It's garbage, it's bad, it's disgusting, lots of cleaning is necessary. So let me share. Of course I have opened the knife to check it out and take the measurements, but you can see there's oil residue all over the micarta, all over the knife. So I think it is okay to oil up the blade. Usually they still use on these inexpensive ones D2, so that is perfectly fine. You don't know where or how long the knife will be stored, so it is good to oil it up, because it is not a stainless steel, of course, but to completely drench the whole knife in oil is completely unacceptable in this day and age, when you can get basically all the brands are giving you clean knives. I don't know why Twosun cannot do this or cannot learn about this. So let me pause the video, give the knife a little bit of cleaning up with isopropyl alcohol, and I will be right back. So okay, so I'm back, and needless to say that the oil on these scales doesn't really smell, so it is really unpleasant to touch it or handle the knife in that condition. But when I scrub it down really nicely with isopropyl alcohol and anything kind of detergent, it should bring back also the grain of the canvas to the top or forefront of, and it looks much better. So I really appreciate these compound grounded blades or boovies on. They done a really great job, so therefore this design it spoke to me, and therefore I got it. And it has also really nice ergonomics, to be fair. Also a partial forward finger choil, but please be careful, because the blade starts really at the start of the point right there. So this is the Twosun TS399-D2. There is also a higher end version, if I'm not mistaken, with carbon fiber inlays and titanium scales. So that was the first one, and they released. This is a Tepe design. If you know this designer, here is his maker's logo, and as you can see there is also a numbering going on with this this design. So this is number 57. Sorry, 57. Yes, 57. Okay, let me give you the specifications. So we have an over length of 20.1 centimeters or 7.9 inches, which is, in my opinion, the best EDC size for all sizes of hands. The blade length is 8.6 centimeters or 3.4 inches. The blade width is 3 centimeters or 1.2 inch. The thickness is 3.5 millimeters or 0.14 inches. The handle is 11.5 centimeters or 4.5 inches long, with a thickness of 1.4 centimeter or 0.6 inches. On the blade, like I mentioned, also this time we have D2 with a satin finish with a nice clip point profile. On the other side we have the logo and the model number and the steel. These of course are made in China. It is not mentioned on the blade, or I cannot see it. Let me try to close it. No, it is not there. No. So on the handles we have a canvas micarta type. I cannot tell that is natural because it was soaked in oil, but probably it was not intended to be buffed or polished. So therefore, if you take your time and really scrub it really hard, you can get it back on your traditional natural looking version. This is a button lock design. Opening is via a flipper, or you can also use the cutout or thumb hole. Let's try to middle flick it. No, it does not. It does not go, but keep in mind I have gloves on, of course, so maybe if you put your finger nail in it, you maybe could, but I don't recommend that. Definitely the flipper is way to go. The pocket clip is a deep carry style fold over type with a medium to light stiffness. That is perfect. This is how it's supposed to be. And we have really nicely 3D milled or 3D contoured scales on this one. Similarly like something like Griptilian would have. As you can see there, they're nicely radiused, the scales. You can see the lock interface poking a little bit out. Finally, they are giving the same material also on the backspacer. Usually they use some kind of black G10, so thumbs up. And we have a really nice sturdy screws. This is also a huge improvement from the older ones. Unfortunately, there goes the minus point. The screws on the pocket clip are not flat, they are rounded, but you have definitely a lot of clearance to, if you are using heavier fabrics, pants or jeans. It should be no problem. It goes inside without any problems really smoothly. So yeah. And I mentioned this is a deep carry pocket clip, but it's more a fold over style because a little bit of the butt is poking out. Opening closing is perfectly smooth. The pivot assembly rides on caged ball bearing washers like all previous one that I had also have. And yeah, really nice positive snapping action. Let's try to shake it out. No, it will not shake out. So what to say, really nice nice design, but still, if I could give Twosun one more advice, please Twosun, use your high quality micarta like on the 301. So this is the type of micarta I'm talking about. This is a much better, not to be biased to the color, because if you know me, I collect brown micarta scales, but sometimes when I like design, I will also get the OD green ones. But come on, this is such a better quality micarta than this one. Okay, so I forgot to mention the weight. The weight comes at 122.8 grams or 4.3 ounces. So definitely not that lightweight, but also not that heavy. Here's the comparison with the 301. In my opinion, one of the best knives that they produced with brown micarta, of course. So here is the large CGRB feldspar. Kaiser Begleiter 2. The Tuna Fire or Free Tiger model 956. Since I mentioned the large reptilian, here is the side-by-side comparison. Here is the Pilar 4 from CRKT. Benchmade bug out. CGRB Pyrite, the first or the small one. There should be a large one coming out really soon. So this is the QSP Penguin. This is the CVV Elementum. Let's see the Paramilitary 2. Paramilitary 3. Buck Select Pro. Oh, sorry, Buck Sprint Pro. Let me also show you the OG China Carta on this Kaiser Pinch. So here's the comparisons. They definitely went a long way, because this is definitely something produced in China. From this to this, there's definitely a much finer grain, which then of course will give you a much pleasant feeling. Definitely also a much better version than this burlap style, completely smooth. This is more a plastic than than micarta at this point. This is the model 111 in the burlap micarta. And I would love to see a new version of the 111, but with this micarta here. Okay, so now let's continue with the red model 1. Here's the red model 2. Kershaw Blur. Buck Vintage Avid. Spyderco Delica. Spyderco Endura. And where is the peanut? Here's the peanut from Rough Rider. And let's close it down with the K-Bardosh Folding Hunter, like I usually do. So the price, okay, if you would like to buy it, and White Mountain Knives has them on stock. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. The price is $69.99. But like I mentioned, I get myself on eBay, and there's the outlet shop, and there are not always, but sometimes listings where you can buy on them and get them basically for around $50. Sometimes maybe even less. It depends on how lucky you are and how many people at that time point want one. But definitely put your bid there and let it sit, and if you don't win, then just carry to the next one. Overall, this is a really nice Tepe design, a full-sized EDC knife with a beautiful clip point profile blade, Let me show you another close-up right here. Yeah. And I always appreciate that the Twosun gives so many designers the possibility to make their knives in, I would say, probably smaller badges, and they are definitely not on par with quality with something like Riyadh or V or CVV or any of those brands, but they can make a really good knife still at a good price point. So with that being said, I wish you a wonderful day. If you have any questions, please do comment down below. I'm more than happy to reply as soon as I can, of course. If you're a subscriber, thank you very much. Big thumbs up to you. And if you're not a subscriber, then please consider subscribing to not miss any future videos. With that being said, wish you a wonderful day. Hope to see you soon. Bye.